tadpole, so small and frail. It swims, it eats, it seeks to grow. Slowly you see no more tail, but some legs and a mouth that croaks. Oh, so tiny and weak it used to be. The pond's floor was as far as it could see, and now so happy and free to capture those weakling little fry. Messed it up again. Why can't I do this? But in reality, no, you can't just rhyme C with C. And capture those weakling little flies it sees with as far as it could see. That's basically breaking the law. What kind of idiot uses the same word again to rhyme with itself? I should have more quality in this brain of mine. Instead, whatever this lame junk is, it's not gonna look good in front of them. How about what brain, please, to eat up those little flies that we no. Ugh, no. Ugh, definitely not. I'll think of one later. You can't rush art, as they always say. It's just, ugh. Okay. How about is okay? I should probably do the exit poem then. What was that one? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay. Okay. A little tadpole no one could expect. Such a scary and terrifying monster come from such humble origins. And then yada yada yada, reveal my backstory. Actually, I should probably do that beforehand, but then they'll feel conflicted and probably wondering about my amazing poem, and then I'll be terrorizing the world with my plans. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. One more time, but with backstory included. Just as practice. Okay. Okay, one more time. Get the vibe. Probably should change monster though. Oh, whatever. Okay. What they didn't understand that day was that I was going to exact my revenge on them. I was going to make them ever regret bullying me that day. They're all going to feel the wrath of the toads they laughed at so much. Oh, a sweet little tadpole no one could expect. Such a scary and terrifying monstrosity come from such humble origins. Yes. Oh wait, no, that's it. Well, I like the addition of sweet, but calling me a monstrosity, I feel like there's a better word to pierce the hearts of fear, or pierce the monstrosity is what they called me back then. That doesn't just makes me sad. How about nightmare? Bit unoriginal, but the feeling of darkness and the association with fear. You can't help but enjoy the classics. It's such a scary and terrifying nightmare. Yeah, no, that works. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do I really need a failing verse? Honestly, I probably could go without it. I've been planning so much and practicing. I've even mastered my tongue twister exercises for my monologues, but you know what? You can never be too cautious, and no one likes to look unprepared when they fail. Okay, alright. So you managed to foil my schemes. But trust me, a hurt beast may retreat, but only to feast in the future. Oh, that doesn't. It's not toad themed. Maybe I should change that, but I sort of like it. It's really short, and then I could use this smoke screen before they catch me. Yeah, okay, what, but who's there? You weren't supposed to arrive for another hour. I mean, what are you doing here so early? You had a meeting that was canceled, so you decided to come early. Just because you're free and bored doesn't mean you can just waltz in here while I'm still not expecting you for another hour. It's quite rude, you know. Well, I didn't realize how much time has passed. I mean 30 minutes, but you get the point. You come here at 3:45, just like always. Then my trap is ready. You get stuck in it. We go through my entire monologue, and then afterwards, you can barely manage to escape and mess up my plans. I mean, I go through my evil schemes with you when you're barely managing to defeat my strength and intellect. Now I have to fix my notes. I ended up scribbling through some of it. Wait, did you hear all of what I was doing earlier? For how long? All of that is private. My plans are a secret for a reason. You're not supposed to be snooping around my private stuff just because your superhero got you laid off at your latest job for too many sudden breaks. Yes, I do know about your secret identity. I do research on my enemies properly to find any weaknesses they may have. I'm not an idiot. What do you mean you're a hypocrite? I am a supervillain. I'm not supposed to have morals. You, on the other hand, should be ashamed for snooping around my lair, especially my main office. I'm not going to just leak your private life out into the public. That would be heinous. Unlike some entitled hero I know, I understand the values of privacy, and while I have to keep tabs on my enemies, doing research and the likes, I'm not just going to let out that they got laid off for a job or what kind of search history they have. People have their personal lives, and mine has nothing to do with your superhero business or your loneliness for that matter. We are definitely not going to start for another hour, and I need to scrap all my work because some impatient someone decided to sneak in and peek at something they were going to hear in 30 minutes. Do you like veggie burgers? I'm vegetarian, we only have veggie burgers. It's not like we've had this conversation before anyways. So don't act surprised. Our interactions have only involved the tragic villain and superhero archetypes. While I am a maleficent villain, it isn't my personality. That, my dear Nemesis, is ingrained in how I react and what I like. I am a person. Bring in some burgers, please, and don't kill my guest when you do. What do you mean we're out? Alright. Make sure to restock soon, and then send whoever was on duty on Sunday to the dungeons. Oh, please, do not give me a moral talk right now. Yes, this is my normal voice. I only put up the act during my villainous schemes. It's too much. It keeps the cops away from me a little bit. Don't laugh at the gimmick. You try keeping your identity hidden from this entire city that wants to kill you. You do the same, I guess, but not very well. It's the reason I know your identity. Put more effort into your privacy, why don't you? Probably help immensely. So, how are you feeling? Want to talk about it or something? I'm talking about the fact that you got laid off from your job. The boss didn't know about your secret identity, so it can't be helped, but your situation is awful. There's gotta be some support from that superheroes union or something, right? None? Listen, even if we're enemies, I'm not gonna remain silent about how much the city has been abusing you as a superhero. It's such a burden they put on you, and you do this for free. They pay the police, they pay the firefighters. The least they can do is give you minimum wage. Heck, my source of income comes from the research funding from the government. So if they're able to fund an enemy of the city, granted they don't know anything about it, if you tell them anything, though, you're dead. Good, anyways, they should have money for you. I'd expect the Heroes Union to support you, but apparently everyone expects you to do this for free, which is really so stupid. Oh, such a wondrous hero, one that seeks to please. But tell me, hero, are you feeling appeased? I'm sorry, force of habit. Still on the clock, but you caught me in one of my writing sessions, so my mind is on full poem mode. God, I can't believe you listened to all my poems for today. I prepped those meticulously, and now I won't have enough time in the day to finish them up. The introduction one took at least a full week to think up. No, I can't just reuse them. You've already heard them. The element of first surprise and the air just won't be the same anymore. Do you react to a movie the same if you watch it the second time? Why would I watch a movie a second? That's not the point here, and you know it. If you play a video game one time through completely, do you play it again for the gameplay or the story? The gameplay, right? Because you already know the story. That's what I'm trying to get here. The thing developed and catered just for you. You already know about it, so the wow factor is completely gone. While I appreciate that you enjoy listening to my artistic thought process, I do not enjoy the fact that you weren't supposed to hear it in the first place. I told you it was private. You want to hear an impromptu poem? Why would I do that for you? I'm your enemy. You have a point. We are in off times. Well, I could try to conjure up one, but these take a lot of time and thought, so don't expect much from one. It's been a while since someone's praised a poem of mine. I usually have to torture one of my minions to get a reaction. Okay, then, give me a topic. Yes, I need a topic. How else will I think of a good poem? A poem needs a subject. Being a villain. Creative. Okay. Alright. One side of a coin, the head of a stranger. That being the bad guy. But does that make me bad? Two sides of a coin. Fools chasing their tails. The bad guy may not be bad, but the good guy may be. So, what do you think? Poems don't have to rhyme. There's a lot to that poem. The illusion that there are two sides to a coin, and the insinuation of the poem as an unending question, consequentially leaving it an unanswered question forever until the listener or the reader finds their own interpretation. You just don't understand, do you? I even set themes for certain days, but you probably didn't even notice the fact that I theme these poems each day. Today happened to be frogs and toads, by the way. You know what? I don't need to hear any more from you. Go. Walk all the way to the entrance of the building, yes. We've only got a few minutes left before a proper meeting, and I'm not going to give you the upper hand by leaving you in my office. You are going to put in the effort to try and reach me again. Here, I'll call someone up. I want to say I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, but that would be a lie. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. We are and always will be enemies. Bring in someone. Yes, they need to escort my guests to the exit. And I mean the actual exit, not the shark pit. God, they're stupid.